you would take the overlay paste and put it on the top of your glass, and then you can put, let's say, you can paint a little animal on it, and then when you fire it, it will be permanently impressed on the glass, and you just emboss it, you burnish it.
That is awesome.
So I've done larger pieces of glass where you need a kiln for that. You could use little pieces and just decorate on the glass with the silver. Yeah, it's very cool.
And I've got to tell everybody, we're down to 28 left in the art clay sampler, and that's it. And we're so sorry. Hopefully you bought more than one. I mean, it's amazing, and we do. We thank Jeffrey. I call him Jeffrey. I love him. The director of Jewel School is amazing. He worked with Jackie to somehow bring these in, even though the price of silver has gone up, and that's just a reality. We have kept the price exactly the same for the next 28 callers only for the same kit, including 75 grams total. That includes your slow dry, which if you're getting the extruder, you're going to be really mad if you don't get the extra slow dry art clay. I'm serious, because you're going to have so much fun working with that. And of course you're getting the syringe with the 3 different tips. You're going to get your regular art clay. You're going to get the paste, as well as you're getting your paste, as well as what am I looking for? Art clay silver paste, and then the what's the last
overlay paste?
The overlay paste. All of that for $159.99. We're down to about 19 of those kits left. And by the way, everybody, I've got to let y'all know, we're selling out of almost everything we're showing. I think we've got a few of the extruders left. And the metal clay, now this is ARTCLY038. This has been huge. We brought in, I'd say close to 600 or something like that. I will just tell you right now, we are down, and let me double check on this, to like the final 200 or so, 220, something like that. This is a must. No matter where you are in your experience with working with art clay, this is truly the A to Z complete guide. It is spiral bound. You can have it right there with you. It is going to be your best friend.
What is JTV selling it for? Is
$26.99.
That's amazing, because that's quite a bit below retail price. They need to know that. So if you get this, you go get it through Borders, you get it through any of the other bookstores, you're going to pay more.
Full
You're going to pay full retail price. So this is a great way. And I wish there was a way that I could sign them all.
I know. Boy, I want to get one signed. Now, see, Jackie, I'm going to be bugging you. I'll send you mine since I can order mine after the show. But now I know that on the way next, we're very excited about this, because I think, and we're extending, we were planning on, because we've had such a huge response today. Now, the big kit, there's a handful left. It's still not too late. But we wanted to do something nice for Mother's Day, and I thought, and because a lot of you who maybe are watching for the first time, this really appeals to you, the idea of creating beautiful, fine silver designs and jewelry is huge, I think. And you would love to make Mom something for Mother's Day. Can you imagine, with this next kit, that I think is one of the best, to me, project kits we've ever had in Jewel School, period. It's the Art Clay Silver Heirloom Kit. Now imagine Mother's Day. Everybody else is giving their mama roses, which is always sweet. But imagine giving her a beautiful piece of jewelry that you made yourself with a picture of your baby, or maybe you as a child. That will, or I know Margot's like little baby Avalon, which is Margot's baby. Wouldn't that be nice? So if Avalon and Andrew are watching, not a bad idea, you can create this beautiful locket for her. But you've got to call right now, even if it means celebrating, Mother's Day a little bit late in order to make this for her. Do it right now. In this kit, you're getting, of course, and this is what's so nice, you get the syringe, which is going to allow you to really create like all the artistry on the piece. You're getting the 20 grams of the Art Clay Silver. Just for the silver alone, this is an awesome deal. But you're also getting the rose texture plate that you will not only use to make this project, you're going to use time and time again. And I love this, you are getting the mold. So, I mean, you think already we're looking at what, 25 grams of the Art Clay Silver. You're getting the mold to create the heirloom kit. And you're also getting the texture plate, all for $79.99. And we've got complete instructions online, but I want to show the finished project too, because it's so pretty. And I'm glad you did this, because I think this makes it easy for beginners too.
Well, that was actually created expressly for JTV.
Oh, yeah.
that mold didn't exist before, you guys.
Oh.
So when we decided we were going to create this heirloom kit, we said, well, we need to create a locket. How are we going to do that? Well, we actually, Katie, my daughter, also, whose picture is inside my locket, she actually created the metal version of the mold so that we could make the mold and then make, so she had her hand in kind of everything.
I love that. She's amazing.
Cool.
I love
Yeah, she's very talented.
And look, this is how easy. We've got complete instructions online on how to do this. And I think, especially for me, speaking to someone like me that is just again got certified recently, and I think that I love this because it makes a lot of the basics. It makes it really easy for you to do. And what I love is you can log on to JTV.com. You can go to the projects page under jewelry making, and Jackie is right there leading you through this step by step. And how often, you think about it, do people love wearing lockets? Everybody loves a locket. What's great about that is you can make that design that any way you feel free to design it, whether you want to do the syringe and create your own design, texture, it doesn't matter.
I did one where I took a little bit of the extra clay because you don't have to use the entire 20 grams. And I took a little bit of the extra clay and I made a little rose, or I made a leaf. You could take the syringe and write your initial on it, the initials of the person that you're going to send it to. And in the kit also there is a finding, I believe a 4 or 5 millimeter finding. And so you can push that into the clay and then put the stone, maybe the birthstone, whatever that you need to put into it.
And see, that's so thoughtful. So it really is the perfect Mother's Day gift.
Yeah.
And they can make it, but it'll keep on giving even after that.
And every locket you do is totally unique.
Look, see, and that's what's great, because you won't use this mold once. You'll use it time and time again, because once someone sees your mom or your grandmom wearing this, or maybe guys, I know a lot of guys have really gotten into the art clay, your wife wearing it, everybody's going to want one. I mean, just be real. So you're going to be able to make this time and time again as long as you have the art clay silver. And my gosh, I'm going to just encourage you, I challenge you, give this a whirl, give this a try. You have a 30-day, of course, inspection period. Definitely take advantage of the online instructions, but look at how adorable. Everybody came up with their own version. Is that baby Avalon right there? Oh, that is so cute. There, now look at this. 2 different designs. And look at that. That's Christian's grandmother. Is that cute or what? That is. It's multi-generational. I mean, it's something that will be in your family, and that's what you always stress is when you're dealing with a precious metal. It's forever, right?
It's forever.
And so definitely, I'm thinking beginners, if this is more in your budget, this is the perfect to give this one a whirl. Jackie will be online to lead you through the process, and it's one of the few things we have left. I mean, the book, one of our books from earlier, it's gone. The Art Clay Silver sampler packet, I believe that's gone. The big kit is almost gone, and it's been this has been a big day, and this is your last show, I think, until September, right?
Until I don't know when.
I mean, my gosh, and that's the thing, we're working on that as we speak, because let me just tell you, a world without Jackie on Jewel School is a world I don't want to be in.
Well, thank you so much.
We're going to miss you. I know. Yeah. So this is it for a while, and believe me, stock up. If there was ever a day to stock up on your silver, this is the day. I think we've got some extra little deals that you can put together. If you need maybe more of the slow dry, more of the regular, you can log on to JTV.com. But now let's talk about something that you should not leave home without. I mean, and this is in so many, and I need to get this, because this is, if you are looking to mold or create anything, molding compound, silicone molding compound is a must, right?
It's so important for people who are into art clay and, I mean, any other project. And what's good about these is that you don't need to wait a really long time. What you do is you take equal parts, part A and part B. And if you don't take equal parts, then it skews how long it's going to take to set up. But if you take equal parts of one and A and B, it will set up in between 5 and 10 minutes. So it gives you a long, long time. But what you don't understand is that there are so many things out there that I look at and I say, oh my God, that's gorgeous. I'd love to do that in silver.
So tell me.
Well, the first thing I found were some old buttons. And these are old carved buttons. And what I did is I took...
Oh, this is going to be, I'm going to love this, right, Jackie? I can
you're going to love this. I'm just making sure my hands are kind of clean.
Okay.
But I want to do equal parts, and you don't need a whole lot. You can look and see that I'm not using a tremendous amount. I use the 2 different hands when I take these out so that I don't cross-contaminate. But you just get them in a rough ball shape to see how much. No, I need more of the white.
Okay.
So I take a little more of the white.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's one of those textural people.
I am.
Tactile.
I do. I like that. I like it. That's why I like where it's
Okay, so here I have about equal parts. Okay, it doesn't have to be exact, but just pretty much equal. Now the important part is mixing them together.
Okay.
Because you have to mix until there's no longer any marbling. Because you can see right now there's all kinds of streaks of purple and streaks of white. So you just have to go back and forth and keep mixing it until you don't have anything but this light purple color.
Okay.
Every so often, we'll get the compound in, and they'll have changed the color for some reason. I don't know why, and it's always okay. Why did they change the color? And they say because every so often the dye they get is a different color.
Well, see, I love it because I love that. I love things white. Okay.
And unfortunately, it feels so good that even when you are done, you keep going, and then you realize, oops, you gotta stop. Okay. So I have this piece, and you see, there's a lot there. If you're going to do like a button, but can you imagine doing 10 or 12 buttons at once and making a patty of it, putting the patty down, getting all the buttons, putting them in, just so they're buried to the, like the girdle of the button.
Yeah.
And then after it's set, all you have are these beautiful little charm and pendant molds.
So you make your own mold?
You make your own molds.
That's great.
Because now they were plastic, they were buttons, and then when you go to put the silver in, now suddenly it's pure silver.
I love, and see, that's great. So you basically, this, I mean, my gosh, how long would something like this last you? I mean, a long time.
Yeah, really, as long as you keep them apart. Once you contaminate them, then it's kind of nasty. But as long as you make sure that you've got the white with the white and the pink with the pink, you're fine.
And then basically now, I mean, you can either buy your own molds, which you've got those online, but my gosh, I mean, you could basically do anything with this. I mean, anything that you see, a shape that you would love to create, you're going to be able to make a mold of it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was hiding behind there.
And we've got 90 of these left, by the way. This is just a must-have to me tool for really for anything you like to mold and shape and craft, or if you love working with clay.
I want to show the actual. This is a carved agate leaf. Okay. So it's on an earring, which is really beautiful. So I'm not going to take it apart. Typically, it would just be the object that you want to put in. But what you would do is press it in, making sure that you've got some around it. You don't want to put it on the edge because you want to be able to push the clay around it evenly so that you have an even depth.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm going to move this up here. What I love is that it's so exacting. Absolutely exacting. One of the first things I did was I had one of my mother's rhinestone earrings. One of those really faceted ones from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
I made a mold with this silicone, and it was so perfect that it reflected light.
Oh, that is incredible.
I mean, every single nuance, every detail. So right now, that's all I do, is I'm just going to let this go, and in 5-6 minutes, I'll go back and put my edge of my fingernail in it. And when it doesn't make an impression anymore, it's done. And then you just gently lift your piece out, and you're done. And then you just you put the silver in it, let it dry. That's it. And that's it. If you wanted to do more, quickly, you could pop them out while it was wet. You don't have to dry it in the silicone because it's still flexible. It's not rigid. And there are a lot of things out there where you can make rigid investment molds, but it's a lot easier and a lot better. So when this is done, because I don't know if they want to wait. They're so impatient up in the we're back in the sphere booth up there. But I'll show you an example. Now let me just see something really quickly too, because now look at that. And that's just, again, you wait longer to make it perfect. Longer. Yeah. But it's absolutely perfect. And when it's actually set, it will be twistable and flexible, but you won't be able to disturb the image. And so now that's exactly how we made our molds, right? Yeah. So that's $14.99. So now with this, I mean, it's well, the $14.99, that's a little different process. I mean, we have to mix that up and pour the individual masters and things like that. But something like that, if you want to again do it yourself, if you're more of a do-it-yourselfer from beginning to end, you get this, and the sky's the limit. Whatever you want to do, I mean, that's pretty amazing. The one that JTV sells, this horse mold, and I love that because it's got the mirror for the earrings right and left. So it's not just the same, it's the exact same size, but one is facing one way and one is facing the other. That's great. That's a true earring. Yes. Because you don't want them just the exact same, because it'll be the opposite. No, that's weird, yeah. No, that just plays with my head too much. But having the molds with it already preformed have its place too. Oh gosh, because absolutely. There aren't enough molds or stamps or anything in the world when you're a metal clay artist. You want them all.